YouTube, what's up? It's the Junkie coming at you live on a Thursday night. Special time, new place, same bat channel, same bat time. What's going on, folks? I'm a little late due to some technical difficulties, aka taking a nap. You know me, man. I love my naps. I do love me some naps. How are you folks tonight? Hope you're doing good. Thanks for joining me on a Thursday night. Like I said, I changed it up a little bit because of my work schedule. Yeah, I have to be work early on Saturday, so I wanted to do it tonight, so that way tomorrow I don't have to worry about getting up for work or anything. So I do appreciate anybody that does show up tonight. If not, you can catch it on the upload. Right now, there's a couple people watching. Denver Ninja Gaming, Manny Sanchez, and James K. Go check these guys out. Like I said, you got 74 Screw Gun. What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing good tonight. Like I always preach in every episode or every show or whatever, make sure you guys go sub each other out. If you're not subbed to anybody in the chat, make sure you go and give everybody a quick subscription. It doesn't hurt. Everybody's got great channels. My shout outs that I do every week, my little book that I use. I used to go through and tell everybody what they did special, but for the most part, everybody does the same, hauls, collection, pickups of the week or whatever, stuff like that. So, you got Evan Leahy in the house. So, just go through and subscribe to everybody, give everybody a sub. You can never go wrong with watching too many great YouTube videos. We got Matt Murdock in the house, Evan Leahy, Robert Castillo, Mr. Gretzky 9966. Like I said, guys, go check out these other channels. I love all your guys' channels. I watch all your videos. At least I try to watch most of them, and if I can't comment, I give you guys a thumbs up. I don't thumbs down because that's just not cool. I mean, who am I to judge whose videos are good and whose is not? So I give everybody a thumbs up. Anyways, tonight, the book that we're going to discuss, as we get into me showing my my what's in the box books, I'll turn on more lights, but right now, just kind of low light. I'm going to do Batman Rebirth, the one-shot. This is the book I'm going to talk about tonight. I'm sure most of you guys and gals have read it. Like I said, when I review this book, what I wanted to do was go into it as not only a new collector, but somebody that maybe has never collected Batman before, and to see if this is a good pickup point. Because I know a lot of people, for me at least, picking up the Rebirth issues and the one-shots and the first issues and stuff, I'm not a real big DC guy. I'm more of a Marvel guy. So I wanted to go into this thinking, okay, I want to get a fresh start on all these books. Like I said, I am picking up probably 90% of all the DC titles coming out. There's a few that I'm not, like Titans, I'm not really interested in that. Just a couple other ones that I'm not really interested in, but for the most part, most of the major ones I'm picking up. Just to see, because it's giving you, in my thought process, it's giving you a fresh start on DC. And the price point, hell, you can't complain with the price point. It's $2 a book cheaper than Marvel. So I wonder what do you guys think? Do you think Marvel's got some kind of game plan to kind of rebuttal or try to combat DC's new prices? I mean, like I said, I read this today. From what there was a lot of ads that I thought probably could have been left out, and maybe a couple more pages of story, but it's a one-shot, and it was $2.99, so I'm not going to complain that much. But like I said, I'm going to go into this book as a brand new comic book viewer or collector, or however you want to describe it, but to see if this was something that somebody that's never read a Batman before can kind of pick up, jump into, and then go with it. I did get the first issue that came out. I know I said before that I wasn't going to go to my shop, but I ended up going anyways. But I haven't read any of the first issues yet. I'll probably do those tomorrow, and then probably give a review on them next week. But, yeah, look at all these. Like I said, guys, go check out everybody in the chat. Go check their channels out, sub them, give them a sub. It doesn't hurt. You know, you don't have to watch all their videos, but most of these guys put out pretty damn good videos, so go check them out. Couple things. If you haven't seen it yet, I did do a live reorganization video. It's uploaded now, so you can go view that. It's just something something I wanted to do on the fly, was reorganize my whole entire room and do it live. There was a few people that watched. I did another live stream of my DVD Blu-ray collection. It's in 2 parts, so if you guys are interested in like movies or what movies I have in my collection and stuff like that, you can go check those videos out. Denver Ninja Gaming, I'm gonna keep pushing his little contest until it's over. But if you're not subbed to his channel, he's got a contest going on now for believe Amazing Spider-Man 317 CGC 9.6. The 50th subscriber wins that book. So whoever's subscriber number 50 wins that book. So go check his channel out. It's a pretty cool contest. It's real easy. You just got to sub. I mean, can't get any easier for a contest than that. So go check his channel out, Denver Ninja Gaming. He's in the chat right now, so let me see. I am going to show my Amazing Spider-Man collection, not the newer ones, but what I have from the older run. I don't have a lot, maybe one short box full. But I will show some of my other Spider-Man books. I'll probably show my Peter Parker collection and some of the odds and ends, like books that I have for Spider-Man. The one book when I was going through my books a few minutes ago that I could not. Oh yeah, Denver. I wanted to ask you. Are you doing outside the U.S. or is it only U.S. contest? Go ahead and answer that in the comments in case somebody out there is from Canada or anywhere around the world. Just let people know if you're shipping anywhere in the world, in U.S. or in the world, or is it just U.S. or is it U.S. and Canada? What was I saying? Oh, I couldn't. For some reason, I think when I did a video for a while back for favorite covers or something, I put my Amazing Spider-Man 300. It's in one of these boxes. I tried to dig it out, guys, but I couldn't find it. But I do have it. You can check out my other videos. You can see that I have it. But it is not in my short box, in my comic book drawers. So it's here somewhere. So that's the only book that I believe that is not in the box. I try to keep my books organized, but they are scattered, dude. I got so much shit everywhere, it's not even funny. What I probably will do, probably tomorrow afternoon, is I'll probably do a live stream because Evan Leahy, this guy's awesome. If you guys haven't checked him out, go check him out. He's been asking for a lot of good stuff, so he's basically the one wanting me to show all my stuff out. I'll probably do a short live stream of my CGC, PGX, CBS books. I probably have about a box and a half. Those water boxes you get at the grocery store. I probably have about almost 2 of them full of CGC, PGX, CBS books. I do have a subscription with CBCS, but I've never used it. I've never sent books in. But this is going to be the first year that Tampa Bay Comic-Con is going to have them there. So I will be using them there because I think they have the fast track where I don't. If you guys in the chat know about this or not, I don't know much about it, but they have like a fast track where you get your book signed, you can submit them right there on site, and then you get them back that weekend. I don't know how that works. I don't know how come they can do it so quick there, but they can't do it if you send them in. But I don't know how that works. So if anybody in the chat knows, if anybody knows in the chat, just let me know. Yeah, make sure if you're going to be part of his contest, make sure your channel is public. Because I know a lot of people hide their subscription. A lot of people hide them. I don't know why people do that, but some people do. Just to help him out. So that way, if, you know, he knows who's in the contest and who's involved and stuff. Okay, so Evan Leahy says they charge more for the on-grading. I don't know, I might try, because I know Chad Harden, if you guys have ever seen in one of my videos, the Batman Eternal 19 Harley Quinn variant, the German variant, there's 999 worldwide copies. I have like 6 of them, and what I was going to do is I was going to take like 4 of them and get them signed, and I was going to have them shipped off and graded. But that's a pretty rare book, so I don't know if I want to trust doing that. I might do 1 or 2 graded and then keep the other 2 just signed. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the shout-outs. And let's get this bad boy rolling here. Like I said, this is the book. I'll turn on more lights, guys, when we get closer. I like the dark. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. So this is... Oh, and then also, sometime during this little stream, that I want to shout out 2 eBay sellers. One that I bought a couple of the Unleash books. The seller had at the time had zero stars, so they were just starting out. But I bought 2 Unleash books from him, 2 Unleash #1s, and he sent them out in a top loader, and with cardboard and bubble wrap and everything. So I thought that was cool. So I'm going to do something a little different tonight and give 2 eBay sellers a shout out, just because. I mean, the art. I'm going to show you guys some art prints I showed in my earlier reminder video, but I'll show them again tonight. The art prints were phenomenal, so I'll just go ahead and show them later too. All right, so my first shout out, like I said, I'm just going to shout out the name, the channel, and it's up to you guys if you want to sub them or not, but I suggest subbing these channels. They all show either comic hauls, collections, video, they do videos on all kinds of stuff, movies or whatever. I just go through every week and I pick 10 random subscribers of mine just to give them a shout out, and then I do a special shout out for somebody that, the special shout out could be anything. They could have a big announcement, they could have got a big key of the week, they could have made a milestone, 1 year on YouTube or something, but it's just a person that I just want to give a special shout out to. So first up is Tom Ryan. I'm sure everybody knows who Tom Ryan is. He's pretty active in the community. He's been around for a while. So go check him out. He gets a lot of hauls. He goes to garage sales and he finds really good deals in shops and stuff. So go check him out. Then we got Lethal Chicken. He does pretty good videos. We got Comics R Us, same thing, haul videos. Some of these guys haven't been active in a couple months, so, and that's what sucks, man. Sometimes you get hooked on a channel, or you get hooked on their videos, and then all of a sudden they just stop, like out of the blue, no announcement or anything, and they just stop making videos, which kind of sucks, because, you know, I'm a fan of a lot of these channels, and sometimes they just stop making videos, and you never hear from them again. So that kind of sucks. Then we got, speaking of which, Carnage Man 99. If you guys haven't checked him out, go check his channel out. He hasn't made videos in a while, so I don't know what's, you know, maybe work got involved or something, you know. He's got a lot of work going on or something. But Carnage Man 99, I'm sure everybody knows who he is. You got King Joe. King Joe, he has haul videos for everything. Cards, games, action figures, movies, comic books, just everything. King Joe. And he's been around for a long time, too. I was watching his videos before I even started making videos, so go check him out. Francis McMiniman, go check him out. That dude has got an awesome channel. He's got graded books. He gets big keys. He gets statues and all kinds of action figures. But go check his channel out. And then we got Comic Hijinks, another great channel. Carlos Riviera, go check his channel out. Sheldon Cooper. Like I said, guys, I just give random shout-outs. These people may have one video up. They may have two. They may have 100, 300. It just doesn't matter to me. I give everybody a shot. Big channel, small channel. As long as they make videos about something doing with comic book related or video game related, I'll give them a shout out. I'm not one of them channels like I'm only going to shout out small channels. What does it matter if small or big? It's not someone's fault they get big or not. And then number 10, and this is already written down, but Mr. Gretzky 9966, I was going to give you a shout out, dude, but you're already in the chat, so go check him out. Special shout out of the week is going to be for Kirby's Comics. I'm giving him a special shout out because it's been announced pretty recent that he's having a baby, so I think that's a pretty big deal. So go check him out, Kirby's Comics. Actually, they do a show on Friday nights. I believe it's like 9 or 10. It's him, Simplify Comic Guy, Spider Grandpa, and Huey's Comics. They do Stash It or Bash It. Another great YouTube live stream. If you guys haven't checked that show out, it's on Friday nights. It's right before my normal time. It's like 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock. But it's a really good show. They do a bunch of reviews. They review a bunch of different books. They usually let you know ahead of time what books they're going to review, and then each person will go down the line. They'll give their synopsis of it, what they thought, and then they'll either stash it, meaning they like it, or bash it, they thought it sucked or whatever. But it's a really good show. It's a good concept. All the guys on there are pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure everybody knows who Simplify Comic Guy is. He's been getting around. YouTube community pretty heavily, giving away books and doing random acts of kindness, or as he likes to call it, awesome acts of kindness. Yeah, Louis. It's been optioned for a movie. Unleash. He's asking about Unleash. It's been optioned for a movie. Not sure when, but I'm sure. But they have talked about it being a something about doing a movie. Even today when I went to my shop, they had 2 copies of #1 in my box for me, and he said, "Yeah, this is the book they've optioned for a movie." So even they knew about it. So I don't know where the news came from. I heard it from actually Kirby's Comics is where I thought it was Rob Wise Guy, but it was Kirby Comics. He did a review on it, and he had mentioned that it had been optioned for a movie. So I went straight to eBay and I picked up 2, And now I've got like 8 copies now. But if you haven't read Unleashed, that's another book I've been pushing besides Outcast, is Unleashed. It's definitely adult themed. If you haven't read it, go pick it up, guys. It's a good book. Let me see if there's any questions or anything. Okay. So the eBay sellers, let me grab the books real quick and I'll show you. Like I said, guys, I'm in PJs, man. You guys, if you're gonna watch the show, you need to be in PJs. But look what I got today in the mail. I've been seeing this. I've seen this a lot lately. It was pretty big for a while, but now it's gone. It's gone down a little bit. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. I picked up the first issue. I got it pretty cheap on eBay. But I'm glad to have this. I figured I'll give that a read. But here is... see, the guy sent them in... He sent the books in top loaders. And I mean, I thought that was pretty cool, because you never see... Not only did he send them in the top loader, but he sent it with cardboard and bubble wrap and everything else. So, I mean, it's not that big of a key book or anything. It's, you know what I mean? It's still pretty reasonable on eBay. But I bought 2 copies off of them, and I paid, I want to say 7 something, like 7 and some change for each one. But he sent them both in a top loader. So I wanted to give him a special shout out. His channel is, or his eBay page is Metro, you know, the little bar on the bottom, Metro bar, or little space comic, that little, I forget what is that little piece called, and then books, Metro comic books on eBay. He had 0 when I did it, he had 0 stars. So, I mean, to me, that's just... Hell, there's some eBay channel or eBay stores that I bought from that don't even send them in top loaders. But I thought that was pretty cool. And then... I got these 2 pieces of art. Underscore, that's what it is. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, guys. I'm drawing a blank here. Thanks, Pop Comic Culture. But the eBay store is Metro underscore comic underscore books on eBay. Go check him out. He had, when I bought those, I bought 2 of them. He still had more than 10 available. I don't know if he still has that now. That was a while back when I checked, like last week. And then, this eBay store that I bought these 2 prints from, I'm going to show here. Her eBay store is called Debbie Shop. DEBBIESHOPPE. All one word. And I bought these awesome... Look at this print. Weapon X, or X-23. Look how awesome that is, guys. And that's all done with charcoal and pencil. And it's on like art paper. But I have ordered some of the 11 by 17 top loaders. I have some ordered, so they're coming. And I was going to put these in there, but look at that detail. I mean, it's hard to see. And then I also bought this one from her. This Red Sonja. I mean, that's pretty damn good. And like I said, it's all done in pencil and like charcoal. But look at the detail on that. And I want to say I paid like $14 for each one. I mean, the detail on these is phenomenal. I mean, I love it. It's almost like a top artist in the comic book industry drew them. So go check those. Go check those eBay. What I'll probably do is I'll leave in my description on the upload. I'll leave. I don't know if I can do a link or not. I'll try to do a link. If not, I'll give the shops names, and you guys can go check them out. But you got some more guys in chat. We got JLS is here. We got Comic Crypt of Castle Hills. Go check him out. Reaper Tate 723 just joined. So go check those guys out. But I really want to push these prints, man. I mean that. I wanted to try to get more and more original art. And that Red Sonja, man. I mean, it's not doing any justice here, but this thing, those prints are nice. Anyways, that is not really much in the name of movie news or anything like that. I think has anybody watched Norman Reedus' new show where he's riding around on his motorcycle? It's pretty good. It's geared towards more people that are into like bikes and stuff, but I'm a big Norman Reedus fan, so we watched that. I've been watching I've been binge watching this. This show is old, but I love it, man. It is campy. It's kind of funny, but it's all like horror related. Where he's like a reporter, and he investigates like vampires. You know, like things going on with, like vampires and stuff like that. Just like horror type stuff. But if nobody's seen it, check it out. It's pretty good. I think I got this on eBay pretty cheap. Maybe like $10. Anyways, people. I think it's even on Netflix. It's old. It was made in. Let me see if it says here. It's probably. Oh, from 1974 and 1975. That's how old the show is. As I'm reading it back here. Wow. I didn't realize it was that old. I thought it was the 80s. Hell, I was only 3 and 4 years old when this came out. But this is pretty good. So that's what I've been watching late at night when I've been bagging and boarding. Yeah, that Norman Reedus show, it's pretty good. I like it. Let me see. Is there any questions going on or anything like that? We got AG Surfer in the house. Go check his channel out. Count Von Strange 4th. Go check him out. Reaper Tate. Got everybody in the house, man. Count Von Strange is asking me if there's a place that he can go and watch Outcast because he doesn't have Cinemax. I don't know. I know the first episode, they had it on Cinemax, on the YouTube Cinemax page. They played the first episode, but other than that, I'm not sure where you can go. I mean, I got Cinemax because here in Tampa, it only cost me like $10 a month. So I went ahead and I got Cinemax strictly for the TV show. So, But episode 2 was last week, and it was just as good, if not better, than the first episode. And then tomorrow night is the 3rd episode, and that episode looks really good. And the trailer for the whole season, man, that show just, it looks like it just gets creepier and creepier. Got Tat Comics in the house. Anyways, that's what I've been watching. When I'm done here, I'll probably go downstairs and I'll probably plug this in, and I'll probably watch a few more episodes of it. Just a funny, not really funny, but he's like a bumbling, almost like a bumbling, like clumsy type reporter that stumbles into shit, but it's pretty funny. I believe Castle Hills, I believe he watched it, but it's funny. It's a good show. I liked it. All right. Into the review. So, here's the variant cover, I guess, if you want to call it that, of Batman, the Batman Rebirth. So, have you guys read this yet? 74 Screw Guns asked me what I think of the Preacher show. You know, I've watched them, but I haven't read any of the comics, so I have no idea what's going on. But it's just hard for me to. It's hard for me to stay. I don't know. It's just hard for me to keep interest in it for some reason. I don't know. I thought I would like it, but it's just. I don't know. It's hard for me to keep interest. Damn. You know, I've been on vacation for a week and I've been letting my beard grow out. I don't know how AG and you guys do it, man, but it's itchy, man, and I got a little bit. I don't even have what you guys have. But I don't know. I was doing the DVR of it, but now I took it off my DVR and I'll just watch it on. Maybe when it's all done, I'll go through and I'll watch the entire season, probably in one sitting or something. Maybe that'll help. It's almost like Fear the Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead 2, for me, it's hard to get into. You know what I mean? It's harder to follow for some reason. Like Walking Dead, I can get right into it, but Fear the Walking Dead and The Preacher, it's a little harder for me to do. But yeah, I'm not a real big fan of it. Sorry. I know I'll probably catch a lot of heat for that, but I'm glad I did sell my first issue. I had the first issue that I bought off the rack back in the day, and I sold it for I want to say like $300, $275, $300. So I'm glad I sold it when I did. I bought some other books with it. TV shows is asking is Unleash a miniseries. Yeah, it's a 4-issue miniseries, so it's only 4 issues. So jump on it while you can. All right, let's get into it. Unleash. Oh, let me show something real quick. Like I said, I said I wasn't going to go to my shop, but I did anyways. But have you guys seen this cover for Dark Knight Returns, The Last Crusade? Have you seen this cover here? Man, that's a nice looking book right there, guys. It's got the Joker on it, and he's holding, it looks like a switchblade. But yeah, that's a nice cover. And here's the regular cover to it. I'm sure everybody picked this one up. My shop had this for $11.99, but I got 20% off, so. But really happy to have that. What I'll probably do next week's show. Yeah, let me turn my lights on. Here, I hope that helps. that better? Can you guys? I mean, it's a dark cover anyway, so it's a little harder to see. But and there's a shit ton of glare. But can you see it? I mean, it's a dark cover anyways. It's really dark from the bottom, and it starts getting lighter up as you move up the cover. But yeah. And here is the regular cover for it. I'm sure people have seen this online or seen it at their shop. But this is probably the book I'll review next week. So, it's a one-shot. It's only a one book deal, so. From what I've seen online, there's like I believe 4 or 5 different covers to this. So I have 2 of the 4. There's 2 other ones. One of them is like super pricey. One of them I seen on eBay for like $100. I'm like, really? $100? And it just came out? Oh well. Alright. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I noticed that when I was looking at it. If you look on his chest, right there, he's got an R in blood. And he's holding a switchblade that's all bloody. So it makes you wonder what that... I haven't read this yet, so I have no clue. But yeah. This will be the book I review next week. So if you have it, I think the regular cover is only like $6. It's not bad. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about Batman Rebirth. I'm sure most... yeah, check. Like I said, guys, if you see anybody in here, just go sub their channels. Let's try to help each other out and get more subscribers and more views and stuff. Help the comic book community grow a little bit. But this is the book I'm going to review. If you haven't read it yet, nude it, go get you a drink, go to the restroom, do whatever you got to do. But I usually in my reviews I show inside the book and I talk about it and give my synopsis of it. So it starts out with this guy knocking on the door of Wayne Manor. Like I said, I'm going to try to review this as somebody that's never picked up Batman before. And just go from there with that. And then it goes right into Batman having a big old fight scene with this villain who's got like Roman numerals around his head, and they're talking about releasing some kind of spore. But the artwork in this book is phenomenal. I mean, the inside artwork matches the cover's pretty good, but the inside artwork is really good. And then it shows Bruce Wayne working out, and this guy here, I guess, works for him, and talking about how he's got his company back in his hands, so the money's all his, the company's all his, and here you see Bruce doing one-arm pull-ups on a helicopter pad on the top of a building with, like, no way of... If he falls, that's it, he's done. Thought that was pretty cool. Because they just show close-ups of him doing pull-ups. But you just think he's in a gym. And then you find out he's outside of a building. But then, anyways, it leads into Batman leading this guy around the Batcave and talking about this villain. And I believe the villain's name is... Let me see if I can find it here. It's got something to do with the calendar or something. I will say this, though, about this book. There are more ads than I would want. I mean, there's... Right here, you got... Right in the middle of the book, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 pages of an ad right in the middle of the book. I mean, and it's a regular size comic. It's not like a thick book. What's the guy's name? The villain. I guess they're calling him the Calendar Man. But anyways, he ages every day, or every couple days or something, like the seasons. He goes through winter, spring, fall, winter, summer, and it basically shows Batman showing this guy a suit. And the guy's like, well, I don't want to be a Robin. He goes, oh, you're not going to be a Robin, but you're going to be like part of the team. And there's like a yellow suit with a bat on it. It looks pretty cool. And the helmet. The helmet looks pretty badass too. Let's see if it picks it up. It looks like a giant bat on that yellow suit on the face. And then Batman has to go to the bottom of this. I don't know if it's the ocean, but every so often they show you on top of the page, like what day and what season it is. But he's like, oh, I can only stay down there for like 4 minutes. And then once here it shows Batman dive in, and he's like, oh, you're at 15 seconds, you're at 1 minute, blah, blah, blah. And then we have 8 pages of ads. I'm just kidding, it's like 4 pages of ads. And then he's like, you've been under for 5 minutes, it's time to come up. But he's trying to blow this thing up. And he eventually does. He blows it up. And then he rescues Batman. And he's in that suit. There he is, in a helicopter. He gets Batman out of there. And then, I guess, here's what happens to that guy. He gets to a certain point, and he dies. But then he's reborn. So here he is crawling out of the mouth. See it? His hands coming out of the mouth. And then they talk about how each time that he comes back with the memories of who he was before. So each time he gets better and better and better and better. And they're like, well, how do we... And he's like asking Bruce as they're working out, how do we combat that? And he goes, well, we just end up getting better. So I'm assuming they mean maybe picking up more people, because I know isn't there a book coming out with where it's like a Batman type academy where there's a bunch of like people training to be like Batman or something. I don't know, Robins or whatever. I thought I saw that in previews. I don't have my preview magazine with me; it's downstairs. But I could have swore that there was something along that line. But basically, that's it. Sim training. And they throw like Alfred throws like an acorn down into the Bat Cave, and all these bats come out. Okay, now my honest review of it, and then it's nothing but it's more ads. So basically, out of this book, you probably have 15-20 pages of story. And to be honest with you, if I picked this book up, I would like the story's pretty good and the art is fantastic. But if I didn't know anything about Batman prior to this, I would be lost. Because the only familiar characters in here for me would be Batman and the butler. What's his name? But but it's a good story. But if I was picking up this book for the first time, it would pique my interest. It'd make me want to pick up more and find out more. But the villain I've never heard of. Like I said, I don't collect Batman, or any of the new 52 Batman. I think I have a few copies here and there scattered, but I don't know anything about Calendar Man. So, but he seems like a pretty interesting villain. But it was a good book. It would be enough for me to pick up. It would be enough for me to pick up Batman #1 and see where it goes, because that's where the story leads into, is Batman #1. But as giving like a backstory on where we're at or whatever, I would be lost if I was a new reader. But story wise, art wise, just it's a good book. It's a good story. It's a good and the art's good. There's a lot of good ads. I'll give them that. There's like 10 pages of. There's probably equal amount of pages of ads compared to story. But I mean, you gotta. I guess you gotta figure that's gonna be part of it because it's advertising for Rebirth. Yeah, like JLS said, it didn't do much for him overall. It was. I mean, like I said, if you were a new reader coming into Batman, you wouldn't learn anything. You wouldn't. I mean, it wouldn't help you any. You would have to. It seems to me that you would have to like follow DC Batman 52 or something in order to keep up with this book. So I try to go into it as like somebody that never read Batman 52 or had very little knowledge of Batman, and I was a little lost. But the story kept me interested, and the art kept me interested. So I would give it probably 3.5 stars, just based on that. But I would definitely have to pick up more books to see where this is going or find out who some of the other characters are. Like I said, you had Commissioner Gordon for like one scene, and then you had Alfred and Batman. Those are the only people in here that I would even know. But it was good. I liked it. I read it twice. It was pretty good. A lot of ads. I will say that. A lot of ads. So what did you guys think of it? Did you guys read it? Did you like it? I definitely have Batman on my pull list. This is the only way that I'll be able to get Batman from the beginning, because the new 52 Batman is crazy expensive, and I'm not going to try to, unless I find a good deal on it, or I'm not trying to complete any runs or anything, I'm not going to even attempt to try to complete that. Let me see. Yeah, but it seems like the Calendar Man seems like an interesting villain. Something different. Alright. So, if you guys didn't know, I'm sure you guys all are doing your 2016 list, want list, and all that good stuff. I only have one major book left on mine that I'm probably going to look for at Tampa Bay Comic-Con, which is X-Men #4 from the original run. So that's the only book that I have left, besides I wanted to complete my Ghost Rider Volume 1 run. So I went ahead and started on my Junkie's Most Wanted runs. I wanted to complete my runs, some runs that I want to complete. Instead of doing single issues, I'm going to do complete runs. So I went through and I wrote down a bunch, not all the runs I want to complete, but most of them, of some books I wanted to complete this year. And for the most part, none of them are like crazy expensive. There may be a few books in here that are maybe $5-10, nothing crazy. But what I did was, when I was rebagging and boarding, I was trying to find a way, because what I was doing, I was using magazine boards. I was just buying like 100 magazine boards, and I was buying new boards and then writing on here. And then I was rebagging and boarding a bunch of my books. And I said, you know what? Instead of throwing the old boards away, because all I'm going to do on these is, as I get the books in, I'm going to pull it up when I do my haul videos and just mark out whatever I get. I said, why don't I use the old boards that I'm switching out and use them for my list? So I don't know if that's something you guys are interested in doing, but it's a good way to recycle them and get some extra use out of them instead of just throwing them away. So I kept a stack of them, and I did a stack. But here are some of the runs. Like, here's some, I don't know why, but I don't know why I haven't concentrated on it more. But here's some, I want to complete my Wolverine runs. There's Volume 1. or Volume 2, I mean, of Wolverine. Those are what I need to complete it. And then we have Astonishing X-Men, New Mutants Volume 2, New Mutants Volume 3. Just random titles that, Defenders. I'm real close to completing my Defenders run. How many books away am I? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm about 25 books away and about 4 annuals from completing my Defenders run. Invaders, I'm real close to that too. I'm only missing 8 to complete my Invaders run. So, you know, just the older titles like that, maybe a little bit more pricey. My New Mutants run, that's all I need for Volume 1. Hellblazer, you know, that's one series that, after I complete my Ghost Rider run, this is the one series that I'm really, really going to press. Yeah, I know, Matt. I know I'm surprised I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? Because that's my favorite character and I'm still missing books. After my Ghost Rider, my Wolverine books, and my Hellblazer run is what I'm really, really going to focus on this year. Hellblazer, these books are not expensive at all. Maybe, you know, you can find them in lots for pretty cheap. But there's 300 issues, and I'm probably missing, like, maybe 70. So that's not too bad. And then here's my Spawn run. And for some reason, I thought Spawn only went to 150, but I think it's like the 260 something now. So I'm really excited. This is probably not priority. Wolverine, Hellblazer, Ghost Rider Volume 1 are my priorities. Here's my Captain Marvel, the Silver Age Captain Marvel, you know, the Silver Age. That's what I need for that. Not the female versions, but the male version. Here is my Thunderbolts Volume 1. It's basically the first, because it was basically like Volume 1 was broken up in like 2 parts. You had like the basic group, and then the second part of it was the really good group with like Deadpool, and I have all that run. It's the earlier run that I need, which is the easier, the cheaper, because the second part of the run with Deadpool and all that in there, that was, you know, of course, Deadpool. Anything with Deadpool in it's going to be pricey. But I have that volume, so... Not volume, but I have that part of the run. And here's X-Force, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. Just some different titles that I'm going to try to complete. My Crossed collection, that's all I need for that. There's 100 plus books in that, and that's all I need for that. So, I don't know, I thought it was a good idea. If you guys want to look for something to write your top list on or whatever, just recycle your old boards. That's what I did, and it, you know, it helps. Let me see what else. Really, no questions were asked of me. Yeah, I'm excited about completing my Hellblazer run. That, to me, that run is probably the stories in that and the artwork. It's from, you know, on Vertigo. Just so good. But let's go ahead and let's get started in my Amazing Spider-Man run. Like I said, it's not... I don't have a lot of the older Spider-Mans. I have a decent amount. I mean, Spider-Man was not something that I really collected a lot of. But here we go. Oops, sorry guys, I think I hit pause. I think I hit pause, so I'm sorry. I'll let it catch up. Sorry guys, I think I hit pause when I flipped the camera around. But no, AG asked if I had the first appearance of Constantine, which I think is Swamp Thing 48 or something, but I do not have that. And I'm drinking Sprite Zero with no alcohol. like I said, I'm going to show these books. They're not in any order at all, so sorry guys, I hit pause on my camera. But there's Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 28. There is number 24. And can you guys see the covers? I know. Hey, look. I swear to you, it's not alcohol. No alcohol. Can you guys see it? Is the light okay and everything? So we'll go ahead and get right into it. Here is Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 23. This was a good storyline that ran through all the annuals back in the day. Atlantis Attacks. That was a good little mini series that ran through all the annuals back then. And then you have Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 22 with the first appearance of Speedball. That's a good name, huh? Speedball? Wasn't that like some kind of cocaine or something? I don't know. And then you have Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 21 with the costume. Comic Crypt to Castle Hills. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. And here is the other one, the variant. I don't know which one's the variant, but here's the one with them in regular clothes. And there's the superhero and villain annual. And then we have, here we go. You talk about a good storyline. Was this storyline right here. Kraven's Last Hunt. This right here was awesome storyline. Why not art? Tony just showed up, guys. Go give him a sub. But here, it ran across the different Spider-Man titles. Peter Parker, I believe Peter Parker, Web, and Amazing. It was a six-part little mini-series, but what a great story. And I believe this is in trade. So, yes, JLS said he wanted to see a Kraven's Last Hunt movie. That would be pretty badass. But here's Amazing Spider-Man 326. If you guys are just tuning in, I'm showing off my Amazing Spider-Man collection, which is not extensive. It's probably one short box. But here is Amazing Spider-Man 327 with Magneto on the cover. And this was also another good storyline, was the Acts of Vengeance, which was, what it did was, it pitted villains against superheroes, but not their normal, like Magneto is basically, you know, an X-Men villain, but they switched it up and they had him go against, like, Spider-Man, because, you know, they didn't know each other's powers, so they tried to mix it up a little bit, which I thought was a pretty good idea. And then here is a classic Amazing Spider-Man 328 with the Grey Hulk, and basically Spider-Man just knocking the shit out of him. And here is Amazing Spider-Man 329. Here is Amazing Spider-Man 290. Like I said, guys, these are not in any particular order at all. Here is a good classic Punisher cover. Amazing Spider-Man 330 with the Punisher. Here's Amazing Spider-Man 291. Here is another 331 with the Punisher. Oh, here's another classic cover. Amazing Spider-Man 332 with Venom. Here is 333. Another Venom cover. Here is 334 with the storyline Return of the Sinister Six. Here is another classic cover, 335, with the Shocker on it. Here is 336 with the Vulture. As you guys are talking about the Vulture in the chat. Here is 314. Here is another awesome cover, 319. $346. If you guys remember on my Junkie live stream, I did a live snipe bid of this exact comic on eBay for I got it for $1.25. So I have 2 copies of that. Here is 322. Here's a good cover. 323 with Cap on it, or who could this be? Hail Hydra. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Here's a Sabretooth on the cover, 324. Here's another great cover, 325 with the Red Skull in the back. There's 345 with Boomerang. And then we got issue 350 with Doom, Dr. Doom in the background. Then we got 352 with Nova. Here is 353 with the Punisher, and who is that? Darkhawk on the cover. Here's another classic Venom cover, 374. $390. Look at that team up. Female Trouble. The Femme Fatales, number 340. Here is another classic cover, 341, where he gets superpowers or cosmic powers. And then here is the Black Cat and Scorpion on number 342. And then the classic first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man title of the black costume, 252. And I have 2 copies of it. I believe I have a third somewhere. And here is 361, first appearance of Carnage. And I have 1, 2... And I bought these off the racks. They're all newsstand. There's 3rd copy. There's a 4th copy. A 5th copy. And a 6th. And I bought all these off the rack. So six copies of the first appearance of Venom, or I mean Carnage, all newsstand. Here is a classic foil cover, 90s cheese, $3.94. Hey, I'm not called a junkie for no reason. Here is $3.99. Here's another great cover here, 403 with Carnage on the cover. Here is issue 404. Issue 406 with the female Doc Ock. Female Ock. And then here is 525. Like I said, guys, these are in no particular order. And then here is issue number 400 with the death of Aunt May. It's kind of hard to see, but you got that. I got 1, 2 copies of it. Here is Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 20 with Iron Man 2020 on it. And then Amazing Spider-Man 528. I like that cover. It's another cool cover. And then here's another nice cover. 527. Here is 526. And then here is King Size Special number 9 with the Green Goblin on it. Here is King Size Annual number 11. And then Giant Size Spider-Man number 2 with the Master of Kung Fu. Oh man, who fell into this? Who fell into this fucking trap? Amazing Spider-Man 700. I don't even want to tell you how many copies of that I have. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Apparently, the death of Spider-Man. Yeah, I think a lot of people fell into that trap. And then here's 699, and then 698, and then 255, and then 256. Like I said, these are not in any particular order. And then 257 with the Puma. And then here is 309. And then 310. And then 306. 307. 308. Here's another classic cover. 250 with the Hobgoblin on it. I mean, that's a nice... I love that cover. And then here is 287. And then 289. And then here we got 296. 297. 305. Then we have 581. And then 304. 302. 303. 292. 593. Then we got 693. 661. Yeah, Hobgoblin is probably like one of my favorite villains. 612. And then we got 128. That's a cool classic cover too. 313. I like that cover. Then we got 233. 321. Speaking of Hobgoblin, 261. 278. 281. 285. Here was another good storyline, Gang War. And then you have 288. 284. 286. 320. 392. 337. 339. Here's another great cover. 378 with the Venom and Carnage on it. And here's another great cover. 379. There's just a lot going on there. This one too. 380. Then you got 388. Another copy of 392. Oh, and then we got some more, look at that foil goodness. 375. More Hobgoblin. 275. 280. Oh, and then I have some more 375s. And then, oh, look at this. Totally forgot I had this. Amazing Spider-Man #1. And it's signed. And it's number 1860 of 7500 by John Romita Jr. I totally forgot I had this. That's pretty cool. Huh. I didn't even know. I totally forgot I had that. And then we got Amazing Spider-Man 15.1. And then 664. Then we have 662. 627. 594. And 588. Like I said, I have 300. It's here somewhere. It's buried in one of my boxes. And then I have these two that I got recently. Amazing Spider-Man #40. And this one here it's not in the best condition. It's got the subscription bin fold right in the middle. But I have that one. And then number 39. 74 Screw Gun. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night, dude. But yeah, look at that cover. 2 classic covers. Glad to have these in my collection. Alright. And then we have this Amazing Spider-Man. I think this might be volume 2. There's 15. There's 3. There is number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 10. Number 11. And then annual number 1. And then I have a beat up copy of Free Comic Book Day Ultimate Spider-Man. And it's beat up, as you can see. Collar breaks. But pretty cool. Let me see what else I got in this box here. And then I have another one. This one's not as bad. These are some of my Ultimate Spider-Man books. There's 25, 26. I figured I'll just show some more Spidey books that I have. There's 32. There's 36. 37. 38, 41, 42, Alright, Denver Ninja Gaming, have a good night, man. Everybody go check out his channel. He's got that contest going on. The 50th subscriber wins a Amazing Spider-Man 317 CGC 9.6. So, go check his channel out, give him a sub. Possibly you could win a book. And that's the only thing you have to do is sub his channel. 48, 49, 51, 52, and 54. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess I really need to start buying some more Amazing Spider-Man books. It doesn't seem like I have enough in my collection. Alright, now I guess I'll show off maybe some Peter Parker books that I have, and then we'll go from there. And let me put these books away. As you can see, my Spider-Man collection needs some work. I don't have nearly... I think Murfinator has like almost the entire run, except for like the really older books. But if there's anything you guys want to see, go ahead and leave it in the description, and I will work on showing those sets of books off if anybody wants to see anything special in my collection. I know Tony Why Not Art wanted to see he wanted to see all my doubles. That would take probably 3 shows to show all that off. Alright. Let's go ahead and show... I'll show some Spider-Man 2099. There's issue 1. There's 2 copies. There's number 21. There's annual number 1. There's another copy of number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, issue number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12, number 13, number 14, number 15, number 16, number 17. Hey Tony, how many books are in Spidey 2099, the original run? I'm curious if you know. 18, 19, 20. I would say Spidey 2099. What about you, JLS? Who do you like better? 22. Yeah, I do. I have some duplicates of number 1. That's about it. Number 23. Number 24. Issue number 25. There's number 26, number 27, 28. There's 29. Issue number 30. 31. 32. Then it jumps to, there's number 34. Number 39. 36. That's a pretty cool cover. And then here is, I believe, Volume 2. Like I said, guys, these are not in order. I have this complete run. They may be scattered somewhere else. But there's issue number 10. There's number 9. There's number 1, 2, 3. I don't think Spider-Man 2099 gets a lot of love. But the covers, just the covers alone, to me, is worth it. There's number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Look at that cover. And number 7. That is my Spidey 2099 collection. Well, most of it. Like I said, I have some that are kind of scattered around. And then here is the 90s version of Spider-Man. Just the Spider-Man, the Todd McFarlane. There's number 1, regular. There's the gold. And then there's number 2. And then there's number 48. There's number 50. 51. Look at that gold. Look at that foil cover. 51. There's 60. There's 61. Issue 47. 21. Issue number 20. There is 22. Ah, look at that cover. Number 23, look at that. Ghost Rider, Deathlock, Spider-Man. Number 37, yeah. AG Tat's been here the whole time. There's number... What number is that? 46. And then here is the black, or the silver cover. There's 2 of them. And then there's number 1, the regular, still in the poly bag. And then this was a 3-pack of comics that has number 8 in it. And then, of course, number 9, it's got my boy Wolverine on it. Number 10. Number 14. Another copy of 14. Number 15. Another copy of 15. 1 direct, and then 1 regular. And then we got number 16. Number 18, I love that cover, man. Number 19. Number 6 with the Hobgoblin. Number 7. Number 8. Number 11. Number 12. And then 160 still in the poly bag. Issue number 13. Issue number 3. 4. 5. Another number 6. And then, what number is that? 62 with the clone. If you don't have a clone, then something's wrong. I have a clone. Oh, man. That's some funny stuff. Alright. And then up next is my Superior Spider-Man. There's issue number 1. I believe second print. Yep, second printing. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4, second print. Number 6. Number 7. Number 14. Number 16. Number 17. Number 18. Number 19. Number 20. This was a pretty good series here, too. 21. 22. 23. 25. Oh, look at that cover. 26, Hobgoblin versus Green Goblin. It's pretty cool. Number 27. Number 28. 29. Yeah, these here I don't have very many doubles of. 30. 31. 32. 33. There's annual number 2. Ah, look, see? There's a double. Number 33. And then number 24. You guys are a trip, man. Hey, I love me some doubles. And then we got just some random spider books here. Here is Spider-Verse number 5, second printing. And then we have Spider-Man number 1 of 5 limited series. 2 of 5. 3 of 5. Mueller's in the house. Go check his channel out. Give him a sub. There's number 4 of 5. And then 5 of 5. Then we have Spider-Man Red Sonja. There's number 1 of 5. And number 2 of 5. 3 of 5. 4 of 5. Ultimate Fallout number 4. Isn't that the one where it's the first appearance of Miles Morales? Yes, I do have that. It is. I saw it. It's in another box. I have like 3 copies of it. Here is 5 of 5. Red Sonja and Spider-Man. How cool is that? And then here is my Marvel Milestone 129. And then Spider-Man number 1. And then here is Amazing Spider-Man 579. That got mixed up in there. And here's a Dynamic Forces of Spider-Man Black Cat. And it is signed by Terry and Rachel Dodson. Dynamic Forces. Yeah, I only have 3 copies of it. Sorry, guys. But yeah, this one's signed. So that's pretty cool. Nice Black Cat cover. And then we have Spider-Verse number 1. Spider-Man No War number 1. And here's some more doubles. 2, 3 copies of it. He does too. Spidey's got a thing for redheads. That's what AG Surfer said. Spider-Verse number 2. And then here is, I believe this is the third printing of Spider-Verse number 2. And I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of it. And then I have Spider-Verse number 3, 2, and then Edge of Spider-Verse number 4. Aw, you hate doubles? Come on, how can you hate doubles? I love doubles. But that's just about it, guys, on my, I don't know where my Peter Parkers are at. Oh, here they are. Alright. Here is my Peter Parker collection. There is Peter Parker 132, 131, and let me see. Here is a Dynamic Forces Peter Parker volume. I believe this is volume 2. Dynamic Forces alternate cover. 12,000 copies. This is 1860 of 12,000. Yeah. Oh, I was going to ask you, Tony, if you knew how far that series ran into. I don't have that high up. I only had like 30 something. So, if I run across any, I'll let you know. But I don't have any of the Spider-Man 29 books that high up in numbers. There's 101, 98, there's 45, there's 50, there's 52, White Tiger. That's an awesome cover right there. 94, 95, 96, 97, and then here's issue number 4, number 5. Here's a great cover. Number 6. Number 7, number 44, number 11, number 12, number 13, number 15, number 16, number 33, number 32. There's issue number 2 with Craven on and Tarantula. There's number 3. Oh, look at that. This is probably one of my favorite covers. Peter Parker number 8 with Morbius. Number 9. Number 10. Number 34, number 38, number 40, number 43, number 1. Yeah, look at that one. Yep. That's a good cover there too, guys. And then we have 138. 144. 147. 93. 146. Yeah, man. I mean, when you watch my show, you got to get coffee. You got to get you a drink. Usually my shows run about 2 hours, so. 133. 124. 125. 126. 127. That's an awesome cover too. 128. 130. 102. 105. 103. 109. 110. That's a nice cover too. 111. Doctor Strange. Who's looking forward to that movie? There's 115. Sabretooth. That's a great cover too. 119. 124. 152. 153. 154. 155. 156. 151. There you go. 200. 211. 217. 226. 148. 149. 150. 187. 188. 200, another copy. 165. 166. 167. 168, where She-Hulk's getting laid out. 186. 157. 158. 162. 160. 163. 164. And what is this? Annual number 1. $189. And then you have king size annual number 3. Number 7. Alright, Tat, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Number 9. And number 13. Well, that's it on my Spider-Man collection. I guess I'll just show some random like Venom and Carnage books that I have. There's Superior Carnage number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. And then Carnage USA Limited Series, there's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. And then Carnage, another limited series, there's 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 3 of 5, 4 of 5. Move back a little bit. 6 of, what is that? 5 of 5. And then we have Toxin, the son of Carnage. 1 of 5, 2 of 5, or 2, my bad, 2 of 6, 3 of 6. AG, have a good night, man. There's 4 of 6, 5 of 6, and 6 of 6. And then we have Venom, the Enemy Within, number 2 of 3. Knights of Vengeance, number 4 of 4. 3 of 4 for the Knights of Vengeance. 2 of 4. And 1 of 4. And then Venom Super Special, number 1. Funeral Pyre, number 3, number 2, and number 1. And then Venom Lethal Protector, number 6, number 5, number 4, number 2. And then we have Venom versus Wolverine, Tooth and Claw. Venom Seed of Darkness. Venom the Mace, number 3, number 2, and number 1. And then Venom the Madness, part 3 of 3, 2 of 3, and here's a great cover, 1 of 3, where you can see Juggernaut in the eye socket of Venom. It's pretty cool. And then we have Venom Tooth and Claw. There's number 3. And then Venom Carnage Unleashed, number 3 of 4. Center Takes All, number 1. Why Not Art? See you later, bud. Have a good one, brother. There is another copy of Center Takes All, number 1. There's number 2. Number 3. I believe this is the first appearance of... Alright, Count Von Strange. Have a good one, brother. I believe this is the first appearance of the Bride of Venom. I believe. Don't quote me on that. And then Venom Separation Anxiety, number 1 of 4. Alright, guys. Like I said, I think that's probably going to be it for me tonight, guys. Show's almost 2 hours long. It's Thursday night. I know people got to go to work. But this will be the book I'm going to review next week. So, this is the variant cover, if no one saw it earlier. And this is the regular. So this is the book that I'm going to review next week, guys. Anyways, as always, thanks for tuning in. I know my show's usually on Friday nights, but I moved it to Thursday because I have to work Saturday morning early, and I've been on vacation, so I didn't want to be up till 2 o'clock in the morning and have to get up at 4 and go to work. So I did it today. That way I can sleep in tomorrow and all that good stuff. But this will be the book next Friday night that I'll review. So if you guys have it, This copy here is cheap. I think I only paid $6.99 or $5.99 for it. But that's the book I'll review next week. More shout outs. Any kind of news. We'll talk about Outcast episode 3, which airs tomorrow night. Game of Thrones. If you guys are Game of Thrones fans, this Sunday is supposed to be big, man. What do they call it? Battle of the Bastards or something is the name of the episode. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your support. Thanks for stopping by my little show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see anything in my collection, remember, leave it in the upload of this video, what you want to see, and then I'll pull them out, and then I'll show them. Tomorrow morning, probably when I wake up, I will do another live stream, and it'll be strictly just for my CGC, PGX, CBS books. So it'll be around 9:30 in the morning. So you guys can watch the upload on that. But anyways, guys, thanks for your support. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate everybody. Remember, look in the chat. If there's somebody on here you're not sub to, go ahead and sub their channel, because you're all great guys and gals. If there's any girls in here. But sub each other out. Watch each other's videos. Let's try to support each other. Anyways, guys, have a good night. It's been fun. I'll see you guys next Friday night about 11:30. And it's the Real Comic Book Junkie. And I'm out. Have a good night, guys.